everybody! I wanted to share about my self-piercing experience and how I was able to go from absolutely terrified of piercings to being able to pierce my septum as my first piercing. So, long story short, for the last week, nearly every night, I would go and I'd try to pierce myself because I have a whole piercing kit and I've wanted to pierce myself for years, my whole life. And I got myself a piercing kit a year ago and I never used it until today. Like, actually used it and pierced something until today. I would sit in the mirror in my bathroom, like holding the needle up and just going, push it in, push it in, push it in. But I was just like mentally, physically unable to. And then today, me and my friends, we went out for some drinks. When we came back, my brain was like, I'm gonna try it again. And I put the biggest gauge inside of my nose and I kind of just sat there like holding it like I usually do, not thinking that I'd push it through. And then I realized that it was kind of numb on the inside of my nose. I realized that when I tried to push the needle through, it was relatively numb. It was literally fear holding me back from getting the piercings that I wanted. Like, I push it through and the most pain I get was like a sharp pin. And I did it really slow. I did it for like 2 minutes straight before it actually fully went through. That's because my brain didn't believe it went through. Like, I sat here holding it, then all of a sudden it was like, and I was like, that was like painless. That was, I thought it was gonna be like this big scary experience. And I do it and it's relatively painless. Like, my eyes started to water out of instinct, but not even out of pain. It was just like, ouch, okay, done. So it was kind of not quite intentional to do it, but out of nowhere it was through and I was just like, okay. I also, for the last like 3 days, have been researching and watching other people do their own piercings. I watched some like hypnosis video on a fear of needles to like get it out of my brain. And when I actually was able to do the piercing, I made sure the space was comfortable, so I had Moist Critical on my TV. And I was just over there on my couch, you know, relaxing, chillaxing, all cool, shooting some b-ball outside. And then boom, it happened. It was kind of like... It was like, my brain didn't even register that it was happening when it happened, so I think that's also why it was so painless. But I'm happy. I'm happy with the results. It looks very good to me. And I'm like so excited to do more because now I know what the pain is like. Near nothing. At least for me. For me, the pain is like near nothing. I wanted to share this for anybody who is scared to get a piercing or terrified to do it themselves. As long as you know what you're doing. Don't be like me, and before I knew anything, just like to a friend. Don't do that. Don't. Now that I know my stuff and I know what to do, I'm so proud of myself. Enjoy. I hope